What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are continuing with Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil with issue number 5. But before we jump into the world of ninjas and Daredevil, Elektra, and everything that involves a punch in the face, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. And because we managed to cross over 1,000 subs, let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan as we try to get 70 more subs for the end of 2022. So yeah, don't be rude, it's free folks, it's the price of admission. Don't be a nerd, show some class. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's get kung fu-ish and ninja, and let's get dramatic with Daredevil issue number 5. Our story begins with a therapy session between Doc Samson and Daredevil. And basically what's happening here is that Daredevil is explaining his plan when it comes to dealing with the hand and basically just life in general. And that at the end of the day, everything is in God's plan. If something happens or doesn't happen, it's simply God's plan. However, Samson, he's not trying to be disrespectful when it comes to Matt's faith, but he's definitely trying to help Matt ground his outlook and to help him adopt a lens that isn't one of divine intervention. And let's face it, whether you're religious or not, so many leaders in the past, whether it was during Alexander the Great's campaign or hell, even the Crusades, men throughout history have always claimed that they were carrying out God's plan in order to justify their actions. And as history has taught us, whether these leaders knew or not, we basically know that, they were full of shit. But regardless of that, Matt's faith is indisputable. Because whether with or without his faith, Daredevil is convinced that what he is doing with the fist and how he's going to combat the hand, at the end of the day, they're going to save the world. Later on, we pick up with those among the fist. And what we find out is that after Elektra and Matt were married through their ceremony, the ritual of it unlocked abilities for members of the fist. And so many members gained enhanced speed, strength, and agility. And we see that play out across the training yard. And heck, even Foggy's got some moves. However, not everyone is entirely sure about, having to gain powers. This, of course, includes Cole, because from his point of view, he's here to make sure that Matt doesn't go too far. Yet with these new powers, it doesn't seem like things are heading in the right direction. From there, we pick up with Matt, Elektra, and Stick, who right now are currently discussing the next phase of their plan with regards to their war against the hand. And basically what we know is that the three of them are following their order scripture to a T. And according to the text, the book states that following their marriage, the hand will have uncovered something called the Luna Talisman, which apparently affects their resurrection abilities, banishing the souls of the dead, yet still giving them full control to the hand. And seemingly, they've been doing this for a while now, replacing leaders of the physical world with their own in order to give rise to the beast. And the one who's been leading this charge is Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, which of course is pretty terrifying. And thus, this is where Matt suggests that both he and Elektra, along with those among the fists, attend to a mission, because although it's dangerous to leave the hand unchecked, it won't matter because after their mission, when tomorrow hits, that's when they'll have an army to contend with against the hand. And it's with that where we see those among the fists prepare for a mission. And that mission will take place at the Murdock, a supervillain prison located in the middle of the ocean. And yeah, you guessed it. This is the same Supermax prison that Fisk used to store the heroes who were standing against him during Devil's reign. And much like the beginning of Captain America the Winter Soldier, great scene, Daredevil and his people fly in undetected. And what we come to learn is that Daredevil and his peeps are here to recruit in-prison supervillains. Because as Daredevil puts it, he basically tells the baddies that, they're not well. And essentially, the longer you stay here, the more unlikely it is that you will get better. But if you leave with me now, if you forge a new path and are willing to join the Fist, then life's going to get better for you. For you'll have something worth fighting for. Something bigger than yourselves. And although it takes some time for the message to sink in, 15 supervillains are willing to join. Villains like Stiltman and Stegron. Villains are willing to join in on the effort to make a difference. And we even have JohnWalker being recruited by Daredevil himself, though through a violent altercation. But nonetheless, the offer is given. But once that happens, and Daredevil continues to make his way through the prison, this is where he encounters Robert Goldman, Matt's guardian angel, the one who kills to ensure that Matt stays on his path. Thus, we are left here to wonder if Matt is actually willing to recruit the person he fears the most. But wait, there's more, folks, because once the breakout is complete and the recruitments have been made, we see that everything was under surveillance. And we see that both Captain America and Iron Man were looking over the surveillance feed. And they are both surprised to find out that Daredevil was the one responsible for the breakout. Therefore, because of this, the Avengers will now have to suit up so that they can go after Daredevil, the man without fear, and bring him into custody. And that, folks, was the end of Daredevil issue number 5. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. Once more, we get ourselves another Daredevil issue that is fantastic under the guise of Chip Zdarsky. Clearly, the guy gets it and understands Matt Murdock and what he's all about. For example, the beginning portion of this issue with Samson talking with Matt and, trying to ground him in a way that is not solely reliant on divine intervention, that part was really cool. It definitely reminded me of the conversation between Daredevil and Mr. Fantastic back in the previous run, back when those two were playing chess and were talking about the existence of God. I think there's something really cool about that subject matter, and I like how neither Reed, nor in this case Samson, are saying that religion is dumb and stupid. Rather, maturity of how the subject is being addressed is fantastic, and it fits well with the book's current narrative, which of course is faith and that of prophecy. And does Matt have control in his life, or is his life already written in stone? And is he just going through the motions? Similar to, God of War Ragnarok. By the way, great game. And so basically, do we have the power to make our own choices? Can we live life on our own terms, then having to depend on what a magical book or that of said religion has to say? There's definitely something that Chip is trying to say in this, and I think what that is that yes, you can abide by religion, you can follow faith. However, at the same time, you have to realize that not everyone subscribes to your religion, nor does everyone subscribe to religion in general. And yeah, I just think that there's something important with the book's narrative, and that I think it's very relevant in today's world. But besides that, it's great seeing that the plot is moving forward into new areas. And let's face it, it's always a good time to see JohnWalker, US agent, get the shit kicked out of him. And I gotta say, with seeing the Avengers about to get involved, the situation just got a lot more interesting. So yeah, overall great stuff. And as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 6? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.